Okay, we're going to have a look at the comprehensive Google Map plugin. So we go to our install plugins page and type in and there it is, 5 stars, always good to see, and we'll hit install now. Okay, and click to activate plugin. Okay, and there it is, comprehensive Google Map plugin. And notice that it's in the sidebar, like several of the other plugins often go into the sidebar, and we're going to hit Google Map. And there's a little bit of some instructions, which is great, and we're going to just go in and hit Shortcode Builder. Here we are in the Shortcode Builder, where we get to generate a shortcode for our page. And there's a huge array of settings. In the basic settings you have the size and the zoom that the map starts in, but what's particularly interesting, you have a huge choice of languages, which I haven't seen as an option in many of the other plugins. Same with direction, hint, and most of them have a map type, which is great. The map control is interesting. You can of course keep them, most of them shown, which is what most people want, but odd things like scroll wheel and tilt 45 degrees are available as well, which I haven't seen anywhere else. Map markers is one of the great benefits of this plugin, where you have a huge array of choice of different pin types. Even, I don't know, there's an airport, there's all sorts of sports and activities, or restaurants and other types of notes. You can mark things by letters or mark things by numbers. So huge amount of choice. This is particularly handy because an awful lot of plugins tend to, that we've seen that give this option, tend to give it as a premium option that you have to pay for. So let's generate a little marker and see what happens, see how it looks. So let's choose just a simple blue pin. 35 Oxford Street, London, UK. Now this is the interesting part. Enter marker info into the bubble. So you can actually make a statement like, join us for opening show. Then we just hit add, and there's the pin with the message, great. Scroll down, there's a few other options there for more complicated things, but let's just generate the shortcode. It's quite a long shortcode. There's the shortcode, and we're going to copy that, go into our page, paste it in, make sure it's in HTML, because it is a piece of code, so you have to be sure of that. Click update, go to the page and refresh the page. And there is our map. Now, this is very interesting. It's a nice map, but it's very square, which is quite interesting. Most Google Maps tend to be quite rectangular to give a better sense. Also, the zoom, probably want it naturally to start in a little bit closer so you can really see the neighborhood that bit clearer. So this is one of the problems with this plugin. Go back here. This is both the benefit and the problem. There are so many options, but they don't actually give you sort of a live preview. Many plugins give you a live preview, and this is one of the small problems with this. So for example, let's make it 450 wide, right? And let's zoom in, let's say 16, so we want it that bit closer. Let's just use those changes for the minute. The pin is fine, so let's have a look at that. Generate shortcode, do the same again, copy, paste it in, update the page, then update this page, and there it is. As you can see, it's wider and it's closer in the neighborhood. So it does require maybe a little more playing around and a little bit more knowledge of what sort of pixels will give you what and some of the other settings, but it does allow you to play. Also notice that when I click on the pin itself, that bubble pops up there with 35 Oxford, the address, and the message we wanted, which was join us for our opening show. You can click also to get directions to and from there from your current location, which is a great little add-on there. So you could probably customize this to how you like. If you have the time, this is probably the best choice Google Maps plugin that I could recommend. Also, as I say, there isn't a live generator, but there is help files that when you click on them, they tell you exactly what each setting does. So when you're playing around with it, you can actually see what that does. So very comprehensive, huge amount of choice. This would be probably my recommendation out of most of the Google Maps plugins that I've looked at. Check out comprehensive Google Map.